Hello, this is Dr. J back with some more. Let's play Vixen 357. Now, due to my overzealousness with hitting the continue button, I accidentally moved on without creating a battery backup save. Fortunately, we have save states available to us. So I'll just go to load state, and we resume with mission 3, Coastline Defense. So the enemy is apparently attacking us from the sea. We're going to go to a secret facility where a new mech called the Namoon is being built. There will be an enemy squadron waiting for us, so apparently we're going to have to defend the factory. Oh, we get another cute bridge bunny immediately. Ten enemies, you say? Yes, the briefing told me so. Well, that seems like a bit of an oversight. Factories, plural, you say. I see one factory. Ah, okay, there's another one up here, which has the other cute bridge bunny. And then one down here, which also has the original cute bridge bunny. Apparently she has identical sisters, or clones. Okay, the enemies are Mirandas. These are presumably aquatic type vectors. Okay, they have rockets with a range of 10, it appears. Alright. So if we check the conditions... Okay, we can't let the main factory be destroyed. That's presumably this one here. It doesn't say anything about the other factories, so I guess we could let them go. From a role-playing perspective, though, I would rather try to protect all of them. So interestingly, there are 4 enemy units on each of the factories that apparently don't matter, and only 2 on the one that does. Now, in order to try to protect all 3 factories, I would have to spread my forces awfully thin. I'm skeptical of how well that would work out. So I'm thinking what I may do is put my efforts toward protecting 2 of them. First thing we're going to do, of course, is begin making our way toward the shore. Now, given that this place is pretty thick with forest, I don't know if actually unloading my mechs yet would be the best plan. I might want to approach with my ship first and then unload them once we get closer to the factories we have to defend. Music becomes more exciting once it's the enemy's turn. Well, it was briefly more exciting. Now it's just kind of very ominous. Yes, I saw that was your plan. Logical. That's actually pretty smart. I mean, since presumably those are aquatic mechs, it would be wiser of them to try to lure us into the sea and have us forced to fight them there, rather than coming onto shore. Okay, well, right now we're just kind of all approaching. I like the water animations in this game. I'm guessing that they're accomplished with continuous palette cycling. Although it's also possible it's just a normal sprite animation. Wouldn't really be able to know without opening up debug mode and seeing what's going on. And, I'm not going to do that. I guess one more turn of approaching in the ship. interesting order that the computer is choosing to move the units in here, kind of forcing it to scroll all over the map instead of just moving one entire squadron at a time. Okay, I think the time has come to unload my troops. Alright, starting off with Takia. Let him keep the Nelson. Let's give him a beam rifle. It seems better than the Vulcan. It certainly has longer range, and I think range is going to be useful against these enemies. Okay, so here's what I'm thinking initially. I'll have Takia defend one of the secondary bases. This one, I suppose. And I will have the Dread and the other two guys try to take out these two enemies really fast, because this is the main factory I have to defend. While Takuya can hopefully continue holding out, defending another base. And then the entire group, once it has fended off these enemies, will move to try to defeat the enemies to the north, attacking that base. And I'm doubtful that I'm going to be able to save all 3 bases, but I'm hopeful that I'll at least be able to save 2 of them. And minimize the senseless deaths of cute bridge bunnies. So, beam rifle or machine gun? I don't think I've tried the machine gun yet. Just to experiment, I'm going to try it and see if it's a decent weapon. And if it's absolutely terrible, then, you know, maybe I'll have to do the mission over again. But we'll never know what the other weapon is like if we don't experiment and try it out. Okay, well, we'll see what this does for us. Okay, yeah, those rockets have some serious range. How much damage will they do to the base? Not a huge amount, which is very fortunate. So the bases can hold out a bit, it seems. They'll be able to take a bit of a beating. Oh boy. These turns could take a while. I might be turning off the animations relatively soon into this mission. Given, once again, the sheer number of fights our own troops are not directly involved in. I may have... Oh, good. That guy's attacking one of my allies. That's actually a good thing. Direct some fire away from the factories. I may... Oh, wow. Another one of them's attacking the Dread. And the Dread's practically indestructible, so the more enemies attacking the Dread, the better. At least up to a point. We do lose if the Dread is destroyed. Okay, we are drawing quite a bit of enemy fire, which is excellent. Alright, you know, it feels odd to say I'm glad the enemy is attacking me, but in this case, I am glad that my troops are drawing so much fire. I was wondering if maybe I had disembarked my mechs a turn too soon, but this seems to be working out, actually. Let's start out by having the Dread take some pot shots at this enemy, see how much damage it can do. Well, that was disappointing. And what was the range on the machine gun? Not bad. Alright, machine gun, show me what you can do. Now, because, as I thought, these are aquatic mechs, they are getting a bonus instead of a penalty for being in the water. So, it's a good strategy for them to stay in the water. I'm going to have more trouble damaging them. That said, the machine gun seemed pretty effective. I was pretty happy with the amount of damage it did. Oh, man. Just a little bit out of range. Alright, well. Old Harry Gibson's gonna have to spend another turn getting into range then. Not much we can do about that. Takuya. The range on the beam rifle is pretty good. If he moves to the south, he will have enemies in range. Ooh, 50% defense bonus if we move him onto the base. That may be advisable. Let's see. The enemy is currently 2 spaces out of range, so I need to move at least 2 spaces closer. That's 2 spaces closer, but then 1 space farther away. So I think they'd be out of range if I go there. So I'm going to go here and be prepared to move back onto the base for the defense bonus next turn. Let's start taking some pot shots at these guys. Counting on you, Takia. I know it's a tall order holding off 4 enemies by yourself. Ooh, good damage. But I believe you can do it. Alright, this is going okay so far. On our turn, it's sort of ponderous, ominous music. Again, it's not as driving as like Langrisser music, but I'm starting to warm up to it a little bit. It's moody. Now, the enemy turn music is just kind of frantic sounding, which I suppose is appropriate for when we're under attack by the enemy. I think I'm going to start skipping these. I mean, we've seen them already shoot their missiles at the bases quite a few times. Oh, that time he's shooting at Takia. I guess we can watch this. Yeah, I don't think we need to watch them fire their rockets at the factories every single time. Oh, this time he is just going up and punching it. Since we left that factory completely undefended, it's taking more of a beating than the others, but thankfully, some of those northern guys are still attacking us, even though we didn't divert any forces up to the north. And some of them are flagrantly ignoring orders and just driving up to the beach, where hopefully they'll be more vulnerable to our forces. Oh, yes, please get into melee with Takuya. Yes. This is exactly what I want. You fools. This is working out well. Should have listened to your commanders and stayed in the water, morons. Okay, so that guy is being very irritating. The Dread has much better range, and the water won't slow it down, so I think it'll have a better chance of dealing with that guy. So we're going to start off by having Mac and Harry just try to finish off this enemy, who thankfully doesn't seem to be getting the full defensive effect of being on the base. I speculate that maybe that's because it's an aquatic mech. I'm quite pleased with the machine guns so far. So I think I will... I've changed my mind. I will have the Dread finish off... Okay, he's inside its minimum range. Never mind, I won't be doing that. I'll have the Dread hopefully move into range to attack this guy hiding out in the water then. Decent. Alright, and then Takia will retreat onto the base where he gets a big defense boost and is going to start absolutely wrecking these enemies with his beam saber. Alright, that's a kill. Nice work, Takia. Okay, this is mostly going well. I have concerns about whether that undefended factory is going to make it, but we'll see how it goes. I think that this was better than spreading our forces and trying to defend all 3 factories from the beginning. I don't know how effective that would have been. Yep. Firing your rockets. Those are the smart enemies. I'm glad they're not all doing that. That would really make this mission a pain. Oh, is that guy targeting Takia? Yes, please do that. Oh man, that northern factory is getting beat up pretty hard. Alright, yeah. We can skip that. And that one. And this one. Okay, so how are the factories looking? 8, 8, 6. Mostly this is going pretty well, and my own forces are basically untouched. Taki has taken the most damage, which is not surprising. I sent him down in a 4-on-1 situation. He's actually performing extremely well under the circumstances. My man Takia. That was a slightly disappointing outcome there. Alright guys, I'm going to be disappointed if you do not finish off this enemy. Okay. You know, since Mac is already kind of southish anyway, I think moving him to the south to start help dealing with that situation might be the best call. The Dread will make another attack on this guy. Let's hope for better results this time. No. They are difficult to deal with in the water. Alright, I really... It may be time to really split my forces now. That northern factory is doomed if I don't start trying to help it. And although it will be slow, the Dread will take out this guy before this guy severely damages the base. So I think that situation is under control with just the Dread. So yeah, time for Harry to start helping that northern base. I still suspect it's going to fall, but if I can start weakening these enemies, that would be desirable. Okay. I think all my guys have done what they can for this turn, so next turn go. Should maybe just turn the animations off altogether for the enemy turn from this point on. Oh wow, that guy didn't attack anything. That was a waste of his turn. I am perfectly content with that guy continuing to attack the middle base, because I don't think it's any real danger right now. Okay, yes, please, attack Takia. He can take it. He can take it quite easily, comfortably dodging all of those missiles. Okay, those guys are really focused on beating down that northern base. It is not going to last much longer at this rate. Alright, Takia, teach this guy the foolishness of ignoring you to continue focusing on the base. You really think it's smart to ignore the beam saber in your face, buddy. Alright, Mac should be able to finish that guy off quite comfortably. He's 1 out of range, so... In range... Still in range there, should be. And then he can start moving toward the guys in the water. Perfect. Excellent. Now, it's great to have Takia there because of the big defense boost that he gets, but he's not going to be able to help deal with the guys in the water from there. So I don't think I have much of a choice. I think Takia's got to start moving into the water, even though that is really going to wreck his defense. If things get desperate, I can move the Dread down to repair him. So that guy's in range by 1, so I can, or by 2, so I can get 1 farther away from him. So if I move to here, actually my range to him won't change, and I'll be to where I can help Takuya if the enemy really focuses on him and he takes a pile of damage, or Mac for that matter. Either of them. But in the meantime, the Dread will continue focusing on that guy. And the enemy seems to pretty much be ignoring Harry, so I think Harry's okay to just stand here and pick away at them. Though, I might want to move him onto the base for the defense bonus. Anyway, I'll just start off by having him shoot this guy. Ugh. They will definitely kill the base, maybe before Harry destroys even one of them. This is a rough mission. Okay. Let's get him, let's get him onto there for the big defense boost, and maybe they'll start paying some attention to him and let up on the base a little. And he should be able to take it with that defense bonus. Let's go ahead and turn the animations off and the game speed to high, so that the enemy turns go a little faster. Okay, so game speed high pretty much means that the camera just doesn't move when it's jumping between units. It does still move to show who the enemies are targeting, which is fine. That's actually quite useful. Okay, it looks like the enemy didn't bother targeting Harry whatsoever, which is unfortunate. I kind of hoped that they would, actually. For our own turn, we'll turn animations back on. Oh, apparently game speed high also makes the cursor move faster. It's actually a little hard to control, so I'm going to move it down to medium for my own turn. Alright, well, continue attacking this guy. He'll die someday. Okay, that was better. And, okay. The Dread will continue slowly killing this guy. A little bit of a ponderous mission here, both between the music on our turn and the fact that the enemies take forever to kill. They are very durable. I might want to get Takuya into melee range, actually. Melee range is 3, so if I move him 2 closer... 1, 2... By the way, this is kind of a random observation, but it suddenly occurs to me, those are the girliest looking mech legs for the movement icon. They look like high heels being held in a very feminine pose. It's very strange. Alright, anyways. Very random observation. Let's begin beam sabering this jerk. That was terribly disappointing. I was hoping for much better than that, Takuya, not gonna lie. Show him how it's done, Mac. That is much better. Okay, between the two of them, they'll take the enemies down reasonably quickly. There's only 2 enemies left in this base, still has 7 hit points left, so I'm feeling pretty good about things down there. As has been the case the whole time, the northern base is the one where things are looking grim. Down to 4 hit points. Ugh. Alright, well, I think that's it for our turn again. They are just bound and determined to destroy that northern base. They don't care about Harry in the slightest. Well, Harry, just... I mean, if they're going to ignore you, keep on killing them. You'll at least be able to take out one of them. Alright, I think the Dread should be able to finish off that guy. And then I'm pretty sure Takuya and Mac have this under control, so I shouldn't have sent it to the south. I will start the Dread going to the north to help Harry with that situation up there. Because Harry desperately needs the assistance. That is, once again, a pretty gruesome death portrait. Okay, yeah, the enemy's just not even focusing on Takia and Max, so they're not going to need repairs or anything from the Dread. Let's start the Dread up here to help Harry. I was not impressed with the Beam Saber attack. I'll give you one more chance to impress me with it. I'm going to try the Beam Rifle next turn. Oh, wow, Mac! Mac, that really makes up for a lot. Like, you were a real derp meister last mission, but that was fantastic. You keep up that kind of damage output and all will be forgiven. Alright, here we go. Situation seems pretty in hand. We're almost certainly going to lose the northern base, but it seems borderline impossible to save all 3 bases in this mission. Okay. Yeah, it's down to 1 hit point. It's definitely screwed. Next turn at that. I really need to have killed at least 1 enemy by the time they destroy that base. So Dread, get up there. Harry does not have this under control. Okay, at least that's 1 enemy down. And who knows, if I'm lucky, maybe the enemies will redirect some fire to my ship. Alright, Takia, the Beam Saber is not working out. Try the Beam Rifle. That wasn't really any better, was it? 6 of one, half dozen of the other. Mac, repeat your performance from last turn, because that was outstanding. Not bad. Not bad. Between the 2 of them down here, Mac is the one who's really pulling his weight. Okay, well, that's another turn done. Okay, good. They're redirecting some of their fire at the Dread, and the base managed to survive another turn. How many hit points are left? 115. That is grim. Okay, well. Just keep on firing, Harry. What else can you do, really? Cursor is so hard to control with the game speed on high. Move in the Dread some more. And start focusing down this guy. Ah, too bad that second hit didn't land. Still, not bad. Did some reasonable damage to him. Well, I guess we'll try the Beam Rifle. It seems like, if I'm lucky, it has the potential to do more damage. Not that it ever really seems to. Alright, Mac. As usual, it's all up to you. Excellent. I don't think that enemy is going to last another turn. Okay, 5 hit points left. That factory's fine. The important factory is fine. Now I'm predicting that the northern factory is going to get destroyed, unfortunately. Alright. Oh, survived that hit. Enemy attacking the Dread, and Oh no! Poor cute operator girl's bleeding from her head! She explodes! You killed a bridge bunny. Unforgivable. Oh, right. Let's turn the animations back on. I want to see your death, bridge bunny murderer. You will pay. Okay, if I'm lucky, the Dread should be able to finish that monster off this turn. Excellent. As I thought, we lost the northern factory, but I think between the Dread and Harry, the northern area is under control now. I think I can just leave animations on from this point forward. There's not that many enemies left, so... Alright, Takia, see if you can finish this guy. Good. Alright, southern base is secure. The northern fight might be over by the time Takia and Mac get up there, but just in case it's not, we'll start moving them up there to assist. Let's turn game speed back to medium. It's so hard to control the cursor when it's on high. Yeah, pfft. The Dread laughs at your pathetic missiles. The Dread is basically indestructible. At least to these enemies. Pfft. What a joke. I mean, I don't think it really matters what the enemies do at this point. Even if they redirected to focus all their fire on the central base, I would kill them before they could destroy it. So there's basically nothing they can do at this point. I don't think they're in range. No, they will be next turn. And of course they're in range of the Dread. Let's focus on the southern guy first. And keep on moving Takia and Mac up to assist. Actually, given how durable the enemies are, it looks like the fight is definitely still going to be in progress by the time they get up there to help. Yeah, this fight is over. It's all pro forma at this point. There's no longer any danger at all of losing the mission or any of my troops. That being the case, let's just turn animations off completely. There is no longer any uncertainty as to the outcome. 5. It would be nice if there was at least a tiny bit of animation in this mode, rather than, none whatsoever. But I'm not going to complain. I'm grateful that they have the ability to make the game go faster by turning the animations off when you're in a situation like this. Though, as I said, I prefer to leave them on ordinarily, because it's all more interesting and immersive when you have the animations on. But in a situation like this, it's like, yeah, the mission's over. There's nothing interesting that is going to happen from this point forward, so... Okay. Couldn't even finish him when he was at 1 hit point, Harry. Come on, dude. That was just sad. Thank you, Takia. Now, Mac, he's the powerhouse in this battle. Look at that. 3 points of damage with 1 attack. Harry, I'll give you a chance to redeem yourself. I'm not impressed, Harry. I'm really not. Okay, let's turn animations back on. So they'll be on for the next mission. And I think Mac has earned this finishing blow. He's done a fantastic job. His performance in this mission has been outstanding. That high-ranged damage is paying off. The benefits of specialization. Oh, super loud victory music, go! Namoon. Oh, we're gonna go on the offensive for next mission, eh? Excellent. I'm tired of having to defend every time. No, Mac, we cannot. There's a war on. Okay, ha! That time it didn't fool me. That time I did not hit the button to advance the text and accidentally select no save. Alright, we're going to actually save our data this time. Huzzah! And then pause the video. Alright, so that was mission 3. It was fine, but probably the least interesting mission so far. You know, the first one was this huge brawl where there were tons of allied and enemy units, and lots of dialogue going on with both our allies and the enemies, and it felt frantic and like a big battle. And then the second one, we had sort of a desperate defense in a castle where we were really overwhelmingly outnumbered, and then a huge number of allies showed up, and it felt quite dynamic. That mission felt a lot more static. There were no surprises. No enemy reinforcements showed up. No friendly reinforcements showed up, which is really weird for a Masaya strategy game where ordinarily ambushes are popping up all over the place every single mission. And in addition to that, it felt kind of like there wasn't much movement. The enemy was just divided into 3 groups, which each attacked a particular target. We split up to deal with them, and as we whittled down the enemies, there was a little bit of movement as we rearranged our forces to focus on one base or another. But there wasn't much. It was a pretty static fight. So, yeah, there just wasn't a lot of movement, not very dynamic. There were no surprises. It felt kind of ponderous. So probably the least interesting mission so far. But as I said, it wasn't terrible or anything. It was fine, especially since we were able to turn off the animations once the fight was clearly over, so that it didn't take a really long time to just go through the motions of finishing off the remaining enemies. Anyway, sounds like next time we're going on the offensive, and we have a new aquatic mech in our armory. So it'll be pretty cool taking a look at that. Well, hopefully you'll join me for that, and I will see you then. Bye!